commentary box is way up there, so I'm going to be going up there later on. There is, however, a... Good morning, everyone. Not so fresh-faced Chaz here. I'm on my way down to Silverstone for the Citroen C1 24 hours. I'm in the commentary team for this absolutely amazing event, and it's actually not something I even realised I was booked for until about 2 weeks ago. I knew I was booked to be at Silverstone, but I wasn't 100% sure which event it was, and then I got told when Alan Hyde, the legend that is Alan Hyde, replied to a comment that I'd made on Facebook and said that we were working together on it. So I get to work with an absolute legend in my eyes, so I'm really pleased. I'll be working with Adam Weller as well, who I've been having a good chat with this week. Adam's a good lad, so I think we've got a really good trio, and there's going to be a bit of banter over this race, because when you've got a really long race like this, you need to have that banter, you need to have that interaction between commentators. You know, we're not commentating frantically and quickly on a really short race. We're going to be commentating gradually over a very long race, the longest races that you can get pretty much. So I'm intrigued to see what it's all about, because I've heard that the C1 Racing Club, everybody's so friendly, everyone's got so much enthusiasm, and you know, they're all willing to share information. So I'm under the impression that as a commentator, you know, you'll be able to walk around the paddock and say, oh, I'm commentating, and they'll just feed you information. So it's a very exciting weekend, and on top of that, I'm not even going to be going home before the end of this vlog. It's actually going to be another day's work at Donington to round out this one. So because it's a bank holiday Monday, there's a race day on Monday, which is all the Big Thunder Saloons, classic touring cars. There's a mini challenge thing as well, I think. I don't think it's actual mini challenge, it's like the Mighty Minis, I think, which anybody that watched, I think, Thruxton with BTCC a few years ago knows how crazy those Mighty Minis are, so that'll be absolutely amazing. And then there's a lot of beefy sort of touring cars, saloons and GT cars all thrown in the mix, so it's going to be a really good weekend for me. I'm really looking forward to getting down there. We're just about sort of, I don't know how many miles now, a long way from Silverstone. I'm going to pick up Adam first this morning. It is currently 6:15. I'll be at Silverstone for about 8 o'clock, and then we'll get the show on the road. I think the first session goes out at 9 AM, and then run it for the long haul. I'm actually sleeping in the car tonight as well. Got a duvet and pillows and everything with me, but I've made sure I've booked myself a nice hotel for Sunday night, just so I can really appreciate it and get myself ready for Monday. But yeah, we'll shimmy on down, get down to Silverstone, meet Adam, meet Alan, and then we'll crack on. So I made it down then, just arrived at Silverstone now in the trusty Bim Bimmer. I'm going to be going up there shortly to the woodcut box. I just met Alan Hyde and Adam Weller as well, which is always good. Alan is just a legend, you know, it's so strange to be speaking to him after watching him on BTCC for so long. So that's a little bit starstruck this morning, I must admit. But yeah, we've got our own separate boxes. So Adam's going to be over at Beckett's today. Alan's going to be in the pit lane, and he's actually in the Radio Silverstone studio as well. I'm going to be up at Woodcut, so I can see everything going on down the main straight pretty much, and in the pit lane as well, while Alan is actually down there. We are going to stay in our own boxes throughout the entire event though, so there's no sort of mingling and no cross-contamination or anything COVID-wise, because as much as the world is easing back into normal, it's just better to play it safe and just keep it nice and simple, isn't it really? But there's caterhams, or bed frames as they're known, out on circuit at the moment. We're going to be covering qualifying and everything else leading up to it, so we're on in about half an hour, which is, it's come around a lot quicker than I expected. And then we're on till 8 PM this evening, and then it turns off, and then we're back 9 AM tomorrow morning. So there's 13 hours of the race. Over half of the race is actually not being commentated on, so it's going to feel like an age when we are commentating on it, with the amount that we're having to do. But at the same time, we're missing most of it. So I'm going to be in and around the paddock while the night session is going on, and of course the race is still in full swing. I'm going to be sleeping in the BM tonight though. I'm going to be sleeping in the back of it. It's actually surprisingly comfortable in the back of there, because you can fold the seats down all the way forward and then just stick a duvet in it. So I've got everything in the boot, everything ready to kip. But it's time to crack on, as I've been saying, get up there and commentate, and I'll catch you in a bit. Oh, he has, yeah, it's just come into view. Yeah, he's just come past him now, actually. I thought, oh, hang on, he's close to the back of him, but then it's like, no chance, that's a red and yellow car, not a white one. So Grimes crosses the line again, and you've got to think, will the traffic have any effect? But with the pace difference, that's either a solid yes or a solid no, isn't it? Because it can have a massive difference in that the other car is slower and really holds him up somewhere, or it's that much slower that it's a breeze for him to get past. You never know which way that's going to go. Yeah, it certainly does. It's absolutely flying at the moment. It's about to roar past my commentary box as well. Hopping and banging all of its way down there. Welcome to the audio version of the vlog, where in a rush to get some coloured pens so he can colour in his entry list, Chaz has forgotten to bring his GoPro. So on lunch I'm really quickly driving to Tesco so I can colour in the entry list. I've left my coloured pens at home like an idiot, and now is the perfect time to buy some new ones. We're literally at that level of doing stuff, everybody. So we'll jump back in as soon as we can and go from there. So we've just finished the rest of the races here today then at Silverstone, and the Citroen C1s are going to be up next. It's been a very busy day, actually. I can't believe that it's nearly 5 o'clock already. It's flown by so fast. There's been Caterham racing, prototypes as well, including LMP3s. I've got the very cushy box up here at Woodcote. Can't see too much out of the window in all fairness, but at the same time I've got the most when it comes to even having a laptop and a printer, all of the screens, all the CCTV, so I can see most of the circuit in at least some detail. Both timing screens as well, so I can get all of the cars on there. Apologies for the lack of content between though. You had the audiobook version when I went to Tesco on the break earlier on. But we've just not had time really. There's been so much racing going on. I've not got time to go all the way over there, and I won't have time really to go and do some proper filming before the start of the race. So I'm just going to stay over this side for now, keep it nice and simple, and then I think I'm going to go and walk over the other side during the night time when we're done commentating at about 8 PM. So not too much of the race to cover before then, but it's the big stint tomorrow when we come back at 9 AM. So I'll leave you with this. I'll probably try and record the start of the race at least on the GoPro so you can see what goes on there. But then it'll be nighttime shots from the paddock and the pit lane. Although the sun may still be up at about 8 PM, which is always really good for footage. So yeah, I'll catch you in a little bit. And there's just a consistent stream of them all the way down the order. The front two has made a little bit of a breakaway though. The 318 is one of them that's going up there as well, challenging the original pole sitter. The 394 car has fallen outside of the top 10 by the look of it. We've unfortunately got somebody coming in already on their way into the pits, but they've left an absolutely monumental gaggle of cars to continue on down the straight. It's the 361 car on its way down pit lane. So we've just finished commentating then here for today. The cars are still out in the race, still going about their duties as such. We're about 2 hours and a quarter actually through the race. Everything's still going. We've lost a few cars unfortunately so far this race, but not many of them dropping out at this stage, and it is absolutely wonderful out here. I'm suddenly going to light up as I come out of the door because look at the view out here. It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And of course, if we come down this way, I'll spin you that way, we've got the wonderful view of Silverstone here. All of the cars still racing away. You may not be able to see them too well at this point, but yeah, it's absolutely great. Looks wonderful. So obviously it's a long race, plenty of time left to go. I'm going to go and sleep down there in the BM, but I'm going to be going over to the paddock for a bit, enjoy the evening, capture the sunset and do some filming over there. So now I'll finally get those shots for you, potentially of the pit lane. There's a few people I want to go and meet over there as well, so we'll go and do that. But yeah, it's been fantastic fun so far, really enjoying myself. I'm not looking directly at the camera because I'm going to blind myself because the sun is right behind it. But yeah, this is a hell of a lot of fun to be involved with this. Really, really good stuff. Alan Hyde, man, he's a legend to work with and I've really enjoyed working with him so far. So let's hope that the fun times continue into and through the night, and we'll be back on the PA at 9 AM tomorrow morning.
tell you what.
So
awesome race for the lead.
It's currently midnight, quarter past midnight. You probably can't see me, but we're at the Beckett's box, and this is where Adam's been stationed throughout the whole race. And it's just tyre squeal and headlights. It's absolutely brilliant. Look at them. Lights of all sorts all over them, all multicoloured, all giving it everything. But you can hear them through Maggots and Beckett's just squealing their way around. The tyres are louder than the actual engines on these things. It's absolutely amazing. This is a proper way of experiencing the spirit of this event. You can hear me smiling if you can't already see me. This is just epic. Absolutely epic stuff. I don't want to go to bed now. It's brilliant.
So I woke up not long ago and I've been sleeping in the bimmer. Relatively comfy, I'd say, in fairness. It's actually been really nice. I actually got some good kip, got a quite a deep sleep as well, and had some typically vivid dreams about racing, although it was Citroen 2 CVs, not Citroen C1s. I realised I've slept with my microphone on. I'm that committed to this. But yeah, there was a lot of fog before, so I think the race has been under safety car. I've just messaged Adam, who's been up through most of the night, just to see what the situation is there. But yeah, there's a lot of moisture on the outside of the car, not so much in because I've had the windows open. But yeah, it's not too shabby in here. Quite like this. Might do this more. But yeah, I'm gonna get up, have a little wander around, see what's what, and I think then we're back on in about an hour and a half. It's 7:30 now. So not too long before we have to get moving, so I'm going to freshen up a bit and well, crack on.
So I'm just taking a walk back into the paddock now then, all refreshed, brushed teeth, had some water, had a bit of angel cake, because you need a bit of that sugar in the morning, don't you? It's a lot colder now. The fog is lifting, but the safety car's been out all night apparently. They even to the point where they had to bring the Citroen DS3 safety car in to then send the circuit's BMW out on track as the safety car, so the DS3 could get more fuel because it was running out of fuel. So it's been out for a long time, but they've just gone back on the safety car again. I think someone's dumped a load of oil down and had an engine failure or something. So I'm just gonna have a quick look around the pit lane and figure out what's what, and then I've got to move back over to the commentary box again quite soon. But I like all this. I like all the buzz of it all. It's ever so busy. It's certainly a laugh. It takes it out of you, but in the best of ways. So I'm back on my way up to the commentary box now. Just a little wander around the paddock and the pit lane. I got given a bacon butty by the roll centre team as well, so just again highlighting the generous nature of this paddock. It's great. Still race going on. They're all still streaming around. All you can hear is tyre noise most of the time. Listen. Not sure if the mic will pick that up or not, but you can just hear tyre noise everywhere these things go. I just thought I was going to deck it off the edge then. Oh, he died. So the GoPro died halfway through that. I'm back up in the commentary box now. We've just got another safety car going in the race. There's been quite a number of them throughout the night, so it's up and down, but it's keeping the field close together, which is nice and interesting. We're just about to get going in about 5 minutes now. 9 AM all the way through till about 6 PM when the race is finished, and then we can finally go and get some good kip in a hotel before Donington Park tomorrow. So it's a very busy weekend for me, but yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. The whole hustle and bustle of this event is just absolutely amazing. The cars are about to come back past now, actually. I think the safety car's coming in, so I'll spin the camera around so you can at least see this. It's not going to be the most dramatic thing from up here, but here you go. This is a restart in the C1 24 hours. Look how many there are. It's fantastic, isn't it? There's the General Lee, run by Team Dynamics. Matt Neal's here as well this weekend, looking after that. Patrick Watts is here as well, but unfortunately one of his cars is out of the race. But there you go. There's the restart, so it's time for me to get on with it, and I'll catch you in a bit. There's quite a pack of them coming past here, which involves the CEX car and the Wieners car as well. The Trimite car back up to full pace again now, which is really good to see. The next one coming through is the 451, just ahead of the mellow, not quite yellow machine. They've got blue bumpers front and back now after, I think, damage earlier on. And then one of the Silverlake cars as well, the number 458 machine in the race. They're currently just inside the top 10, actually, 10th overall as things stand. And those Silverlake cars, actually, Adam, they've sort of been floating in and around the top 10, but one of them had a bit of a drop down the order earlier on, didn't it? No, why are you recording? So just finished another few hours of commentary here then. It is currently 10 to 1. We're just going to do the final 5 hours after this. So it's actually gone very quickly this morning, which is quite a nice thing to have, because I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling very tired now. I've got that sort of hungover, dry mouth and throat feeling. Cars are still circulating though, and the circuit looks as wonderful as ever, and the weather outside is absolutely beautiful. Looks really, really incredible everywhere here. I mean, look at it all the way around there. Looks absolutely awesome. So get to enjoy Silverstone in all of its glory. I'm just going to quickly nip over on my lunch break now to go to the paddock and then have a little look around some of the cars and see what's going on over there. But yeah, this has been a hell of a weekend already, and I've got another day of commentary to do tomorrow as well. So let's go do some more shots of the cars, shall we? Sat down for a while now. I'm very tired. It's 18 minutes to the end of the race. I had to wear my glasses like at a weird angle so it doesn't get between the earphones and my head. Sun's been out for a while and it's very dry. My hands are grubby and it's very tough this. I'm still enjoying myself, but I've been sat down for a while now because it is very, very tiring, but it's nice still being here in the commentary box at least. But yeah, we've got the last stages of the race now. It's effectively the sprint race length now at the end, which is good. But yeah, hopefully we'll have our winner soon, and I can go to a lovely, comfy hotel, which I've still got quite a long drive to get to. I've got Adam in my ear, by the way, still going on, so I'm just going to get back on with it now. But little update for you. So that's it then, we've just finished commentating on the race now. Everybody has packed everything away. I've packed everything away. I've only got the screens and my audio recorder out in naked form. And what a weekend it's been. It's been so tiring. I hyped up again towards the end for the finish of this, but if I'm honest, I was going to go over to the paddock and do some shots, but I'm shattered. I'm probably going to go over there and say goodbye to Alan. It's been amazing to work with him. He's a legend. Good to work with Adam as well. He's done a sterling job this weekend. He's been a real trooper. But yeah, I'm very ready to get to the hotel at Donington Park now and then get started on tomorrow as well. So it's certainly going to be an extended weekend at that, but a very good one for commentary stuff. But I'll get going. I've got to drop Adam off at Milton Keynes, and then I'm going to get up to the hotel, and it'll be a very quick transition from here to the morning of getting ready for Donington. But yeah, I'm going to just get on with it for now, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning everybody, just finished getting ready now, so can head down to the circuit and see what's what. I'm hoping to get there really early just to get my eye in a bit with the cars. There's a lot of variation of cars, there's not many one make things, but it's just nice to know the liveries and things off by heart first, especially when you've got a long day of it. So I'm going to head down there now. It's currently 7:20. The circuit is literally over the road, so I'm just going to get over there and see what's what, and hopefully get some shots before I commentate as well. So I've made it to Donington then. It was a very quick drive. It took about all of 4 minutes. The commentary box is way up there, so I'm going to be going up there later on. There is, however, a very special car in here, which of course requires guns of such volume, if you can. You usually don't head towards loud noises, but we're going to have to head towards this one, because you'll see here. Had a great chat with the owners of that Holden. Actually, it's about 630 brake horsepower, full Australian touring car spec, full Aussie supercar, no traction control, no messing about. What a machine that is. The only thing that they are actually disappointed in is the fact that it's on the quieter exhaust pipe for this weekend, but apparently it still makes a hell of a noise, as you can imagine. So that's going to be something great to see out on track. Can't wait to see how that thing goes. So to briefly explain the classes that are here today then, we've got pre-66 touring cars, pre-83 touring cars, pre-93 touring cars, and something called simply serviced pre-2003 touring cars. Don't think there's any super tourers or anything of that value, but it's all like your tin top stuff before 2003 basically that you could consider to be a touring car, Civic Type Rs for example. We also have the mighty Minis here, which I cannot wait to commentate on. There's a hell of a lot of them in front of me now, so I'll get some more footage for you of those things. So as you may see then from some of the crazy machinery I've just seen there, I've had one hell of a walk around the paddock this morning. Really glad I got here nice and early to take all that in, because some of the cars are absolutely unbelievable. There's some great stuff. That big blue Capri that I saw for a moment is running on a humongous V8 with over 400 brake horsepower, nearly 500, and that started life as a normal Capri racing in Saloon Championships years ago, and over time it's just evolved into the amazing car it is now. The guy's had it for, I think he said, nearly 30 years, and he's still been running it time and time again. It's on its third shell, bear in mind, but yeah, there's just great stories like that, and I love coming to meet the people in the paddock for things like that. So I'm definitely going to continue that as one of my things to do as part of a race meeting. But there's still loads of stuff I've not seen at this end now in the garages down here, so I'm going to have to jump up to the commentary box pretty sharpish and just get my eye in there as well. But this is a hell of a paddock, so yeah, I'm gonna have a good day. But I'll see how we get on, and I'll try and get some footage of the commentary in. But it depends, obviously. There's a co-commentator with me today, so it depends how comfortable he is with that. And then yeah, I'll see you later. So we've just finished commentating on the first race of the day. I didn't realise until they went out for qualifying, but that race was going to include the 2000 British Touring Car Championship Vauxhall Vectra that Jason Plato drove. The lunch break has been cut short by the race taking a bit longer to get going than planned. So what I'm having to do right now is make a decision between food and going to see the Vectra, which may not be here at the end of the day by the time I'm done. So I'm going to have to go and make an effort of going to see that while getting food, because obviously with only half an hour lunch break I might be in quite a queue for that. But right now the childhood memories of watching the 2000 British Touring Car Championship review are telling me go and see that Vectra. So I'm storming my way down there to go and find where it is, because that's one of the problems here. I don't actually know where it is in the paddock at the moment, so I've got to go find it. But I'll get there, and I'm sure I'll get you some shots of it right now. Now what I didn't consider is the fact that it's just finished a race and it's going to be sat in Parc Fermé for a bit, so what I'm going to have to do is try and go and see them a little bit later on. Now I understand they're probably going to want to get away very quickly, so I'll just ask whether they are sticking around or whether there's a chance I can. So I'll just have to see where I get a chance to go and see it, because what a car. It's childhood memory stuff, that, so I need to go and see that. It's just great to see it out racing again as well. Did really well in that race too, so now it's time for lunch. So, just finished for the day here then at Donington Park, and what a day it's been. Classic touring cars, classic saloons, all sorts. I've still got my bedding in the back from Silverstone, but I'm finally on my way, and I want to find me a KFC. Because I am very warm right now. The sleeves on this shirt are doing my head in, but what a day it's been, what a weekend it's been. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Covering the C1s yesterday at Silverstone for the 24 hours. That was a hell of a lot of fun with Adam Weller and Alan Hyde. And then I met, I think he said it was Tony Coles today, but it was down in the programme as Tony Coates. But admittedly, there were a lot of things wrong with the programme and driver lists and all sorts today. Not quite sure what the situation was with that, but there was a lot of mistakes, cars missing and late entries and things. It was a bit of a messy one. Just nearly missed me turning and head-butted that Astra. But yeah, I've had a thoroughly fantastic weekend. It's been a very long one. My feet are knackered. Luckily, it's not the longest drive in the world back home right now, but I hope you've enjoyed the vlog, what there has been of it. I don't feel like this has been a particularly phenomenal one myself, but that's for you lot to decide. It's just a gorgeous day, and I can't believe it's been a sunny bank holiday weekend for once. I saw that I was commentating on a bank holiday weekend at 2 circuits in 3 days, and I thought, oh, you've got no chance. It's going to leather it down, it's going to be miserable. But yeah, I'm leaving with a smile on my face and a bit of a tan, actually, to be honest, so that's always a winner. But thank you for watching as ever, and next weekend I'm at Misano in Italy. I don't know whether this vlog will go out in time because I've got a lot of work to do before then, but yeah, hopefully I will speak to you all again, albeit through the camera and through the microphone, very soon. See you in a bit.